Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, my freshly charged big rock. Just purchased the big
Your cards.
cards. Yes, everything is here. Heidi is not going to be with us today. She sent me email, and her daughter Samantha will be taking position of her mom. I'm so proud of Samantha that she is interested in politics and that she is helping her mom. Happy Mother's Day still, because some kids they run into two mothers, or mothers-in-law and mothers and step-parents. So happy Mother's Day again. And see you, Sylvia Strong, Kathy McLaughlin. Hello, Kathy. Instead of Heidi Lomborg, her daughter, I don't think
Samantha.
her daughter Samantha, but I don't know if she has the same name. Laurie Sue and Maggie Zell.
She's using Heidi's account.
Sorry?
She's on Heidi's account.
She will be using mom's card.
Yeah. Lost Land 1111. 4 ones. Fallon. Some nice new names here that I haven't seen before or for a while. Mathanji, welcome. 277.
Marby. Yeah, those are the Marby is a new one.
277 FNKY. It looks like Funky Monkey. JW.
Oh yeah, Funky Monkey.
Yeah. Except it's abbreviated. It's abbreviated. Maggie Zale, Sylvia Strong, Kathy McLaughlin.
Thank you for coming, everyone, and hopefully we will stay untouched by being cut off. So,
well, you're not the only one who's having that happen to.
Thank you. I want to announce that I'm back on Microsoft Team. Roman yesterday put me on.
Microsoft what?
Team. And so today in the evening I will be trying.
Instead of Skype.
It's more work for me. I have to send invitations. Oh boy. That's
you learn well. So
not really. I knew how patient he was. Mom, I know you are not following step by step. Mom, I know you are not doing but at least he was very patient. And I was because I wrote my own script, and he said, no, don't go by your own rules. Follow the rules that I gave you. Okay.
So Heidi has asked a question, Heidi herself, because Samantha writes, from my mom. Mm-hmm. The Polish shopping center
Marewilska
was set on fire by the Russians. This was 2024.
Yeah, 1 year ago, yes. And it was in Warsaw.
Will they capture the guilty ones?
And they destroyed such a big, they call them galleries. In Poland, galleries. In Canada, malls. And it was but so many, over 1,200 people, I think, had the businesses there. So it was huge business center, and it was destroyed. Polish government is accusing Russians. They caught few guys that were guilty one, but and
Russia has denied it, of course.
Of course. So I will see what's going on. Send me good answer. Would they be charged? It's like they are holding to the ball, but I don't know what's the next with the ball. Like, some sports, they are everyone is grabbing the same ball, kind of. So it will be a lot of chaos to find the real guilty ones. I don't think they will be found accountable.
The one who arranged it.
found it accountable.
1,
And it would be
2, 3.
Yeah, and we have to be prepared and worry about other things like that, because it's not over until it will be a peace. They are waiting for a new occasion, so they have more plans to act on different. Maybe,
Poland does.
No, I think about
Russia.
Russia. Yeah, they want to do another attacks like that. Poland has to be afraid, and other European countries has to be afraid, and they have another plans to repeat this, because they were lucky. And Don has a new plane.
Well, it's not quite yet. He hasn't quite accepted it yet, but he's over in that area.
He's going to accept.
He can be bought.
No, of course not. After today, I was watching his speech from White House, Don speech, and then Kennedy Jr. said, he's a president who can't be bought. No one can buy him.
He says everything's for sale.
Of course, and then no one can buy Donald. Donald as a president. I thought the time for storytellers for babies is in the evening when they don't want to go to sleep. In Poland, we had 8:30 that we could watch the TV. There was always a little film for us to watch, and then snap on your bum, wash your feet, wash yourself, and wash your teeth, and go to bed, make a pray. That was the regular way of living. And he's telling us stories that no one can buy done. Oh gosh. Okay, and the videos are for entertainment and spiritual reasons. So I will.
And they're only predictions.
Predictions. I will start from entertainment. So maybe they will give me to survive today. Young student is renting 2-bedroom apartment, and his mom went to see him, but she's surprised. There is no boy with him. There is a girl living. She's very pretty. So his mom is, are you together? No, mom, we are not together. She's renting her room, I'm renting mine. So mom said, okay. And a few days later, the girlfriend is looking for her sugar bowl, antique sugar bowl that was memories from her home. And she said, since your mom was here for a visit, I'm missing my sugar bowl, and it's important to me. And he said, eventually he has to ask his mom. So he called his mom, Mom, by any chances that you took the sugar bowl? And she said, by any chance are you sleeping with her? No. So if she will be sleeping in her own bed, she will find the sugar bowl.
True.
So smart mom. She didn't steal it, but she checked.
Teresa's saying Happy Mother's Day Monday. Question, will Mellon be Trump's true downfall?
Will he be his downfall?
Yeah.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
It will be like falling down once, and then another times. The first it will be tariffs, and then Mellon. So that's the 2 things that will pull him on the ground. He will fall on his face. The job that he will be making, that he is such a leader, and then they will want him to go away. We don't want you anymore. Bye-bye.
Mellon to go away? Or
Both of them.
both of them?
Because we are talking about Don.
Okay, so who will be wanting him to go away besides the American people? Who else?
Who else?
1, 2, 3.
Well, closer to election, the Republicans will have, in the Congress, will have enough of him. Because no money will buy the popularity for people. So they have to be prepared for that. But they think as long as we can make money, we are happy. Yeah, he will be still staying. The law will be after him, okay. And the job that he will do it.
You mean the law after felon, already convicted felon, 45?
Sure. He is making more convictions every day.
Now he, on his trip to the east, Far East, or not Far East, to Saudi, etc., and Qatar, he is bypassing Israel. Why? 1, 2, 3.
He thinks that some business is not completely zipped up. So he wants some businesses to be done before he will go and visit Yahoo, Nathan, and he's going different direction. King of love, he wants more the Israel to show him more love and better harvest. So you need to reach my pocket, honey, if you want me to stop.
What has, with Qatar giving that plane, that very, very nice, expensive plane,
$400 million.
$400 million luxury jet to use as Air Force One, so it has to be re-outfitted a little bit for presidential travel, and then it goes back to the Trump's Presidential Library Foundation, so you can still have access to it. I mean, that's a real good buy there. What has Don agreed?
It's expensive for USA to hold it. It's in the library.
What has Don negotiated for that he's being given this? What is the deal on the table for him to accept this? What's he supposed to do?
They are doing business for him. Like, you remember on the 666 Street hotel that
for
Jared,
yeah, the
rescue. They rescue him, so he knows that there will be some money involved, and he is counting on that, and it will be probably from the cryptocurrency. Me, I call this.
Is there any connection at all to Lebanon?
1 second, I want to say something about the Mimi currency. Trump's currency is growing like crazy, but Melania's currency, the same Mimi, is losing value. It's under the water.
Why?
She is not his ear. So if she will be listening to those donors and telling Don what to do, so it shows that she is not involved in the politics.
Now, it was written that she's only been in the White House 14 days for duties that she's probably been paid for. Has she actually taken up residence in Melania?
In the
White House? Yeah. Has she actually moved in? Or is this those 14 days just quick little visits? 1, 2, 3.
She don't have even her wardrobe there, just for one visit, and that's it. She is lonely, so she doesn't want to be there juggling between. Vivi has so much energy today, humping on the toy and up and down, and she's waiting for the end of everything. So she is not happy camper.
Does she have a lover?
She had lover before, apparently, who was a guy from Trump Tower security guy. So, and she wanted to leave Trump, but couldn't.
What? Oh, she could. She just wants to money too and prestige too.
She wished, but she can't.
She has no lover right now.
Not right now. Writing her book. Oh my God! Oh,
There's also a movie about her.
Yeah.
Another documentary.
About her. She's all about her son, and she's worried to have a lover because everything will come out so fast. So no, she can't have it. So she's drying flower. Doesn't want to.
Is Don having an affair?
Laura Loomer.
Whoever
I think I said that.
that she was. And Laura Loomer's the affair.
And she's open-minded. She even said 5 cents that he shouldn't take that plane. And she has her opinion about so many things that are not. She doesn't like the DOJ, Bundy. There was a famous Ted Bundy, and she doesn't like her.
This is Bondi, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, Bundy, whatever. Candy Bundy. No, I'm just kidding. I know. I should remember her name, but I'm always.
Pam Bondi?
What? Pam.
Pam.
Okay, Pam. Yeah, she is. And Laura Loomer is jealous about her, so there must be something devious. She never acts like that.
It's Monday and it's raining.
So what is the question about?
Well, I was asking about whether he's having an affair with anybody.
3 cards.
2, 3.
He always has to have someone helping him to pull the diapers. Dysfunctional. He is very dysfunctional. He feels that he deserves because he is on hot seat and he needs to unreact. Like if he is stressed out, he has to have someone helping him.
Now, you had thought that in the spring here, that there may be, she's very active today, that there may be something going on with his health. Do you still see that in the spring here?
But this spring, next spring.
Oh, we're in the spring. It's in May, June. 1, 2, 3.
He will be having some guts problem. But would they tell us? I don't know.
Well, he's healthy. I mean, he could
will
live
be
to
so
150.
secure. He will be so secure. But he will be cutting on work. So there will be some reason and he will be
He's going to be golfing even more.
cutting on work. Yeah. You can't call the golfing a work. And now he will have some worries. He will get some worries. So many people are protesting. Not that he is even aware to the point that he should be aware how many people are protesting.
Well, they may protect him. Maybe they're saying that they're fighting for him. Change the story.
No. They are telling him, get away. We don't want you.
Will he have to have surgery and be put to sleep, and then Vance come in
To replace him.
to replace him temporarily? Will that happen at all?
But I'm not saying that it will be now.
No. 1, 2, 3.
He might go for some plastic surgery. I see like someone is pulling the cheeks.
And he would let Vance take over temporarily?
I don't think he will let anyone to do that. No, he will be still working, feeling vulnerable but working, and symbol of women's security, feeling secure. I don't think he will let anyone to do that. Oh, today he had so much makeup. He was so orangey. Oh, and
I wonder if those chemicals work into his body somehow. He had suggested that Marco Rubio would be a good president and Vance a vice president to run in 2028.
they don't like each other.
Well, he's obviously not given Vance the opportunity to rise to president.
No.
But does Marco Rubio even want that position? And he was so against Trump before. 1, 2, 3.
He will be crawling behind Trump. Yeah, that's what Trump is holding as a carrot for him
To run.
to do. Yeah, he is worried about Marco Rubio in some ways, but knows that security will be important with Marco Rubio, and he wants to have a fun. It's just for fun, teasing Marco Rubio. And 2 planes in 2 weeks, the military planes, 750 million each. Yes, that was those planes were value, went plump into the water, Red Sea, and no one is talking about this too much on the news. It's nothing. And Pete Exit, as I call him, is not even put to the army court, because someone should be responsible for those things.
Nobody's responsible for anything in this government, obviously.
No.
Except for the past presidents.
Oh, yeah.
Past transportation. Everything's in the
he
past.
Wants
it's all their fault.
Blame everyone about everything, but not himself, and not his people, and not his kids, not his businesses.
Chris is asking, will Hawaii have any problems financially and with the weather? So Hawaii.
I see that the biggest problem with the volcanoes. So there will be some problems, and then they can affect how many people will be coming if they are active.
1, 2, 3.
And the smoke from the fumes from the volcano, everything can be a problem. Yeah, they will be financially doing okay, active. This card is coming today like crazy. And financially, they should do okay. Well, of course, everyone is going to pay extra tariffs, but now it's a winning card for Trump, because he lowered the tariffs from China. Oh, what a good businessman he is, and he is going to deal with pharmaceutical businesses. He didn't do any improvement yet, but I will do it. Doesn't matter that previous president did make changes. No, he will do it, because they did nothing, and they should learn how he is speaking. Because the manner he's moving his hands all the time.
She's asking. She's asking, is that plane being set up to spy on him, the one that's coming from Qatar? I know they have to rejig it a lot, but the U.S. people are paying for it. 1, 2, 3.
Trojan's horse.
Trojan horse?
Trojan, yeah. We call this Trojan. Trojan horse. I can't even imagine how in that time, those people were inside. There was no ventilation, no. But it was obvious. not enough.
Mhm.
And this is obvious, but not enough, because he wanted the toy, and there will be a lot of devices to spy on him. And they will know where the plane is, because all the machines will be under their supervision.
Hmm.
So
So it is a spy plane that they're going to give
it
him.
is, yeah, Trojan horse. They want to know the greener grass with him, his financial security and so on, and they want to enjoy the being part of the family.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because at the first month of when Trump went to Saudi Arabia, he was not on the first cadency. He was not too friendly with Qatar.
Oh, but his first visit, official visit outside the country, was to Saudi Arabia,
But not to Qatar.
not to Qatar.
And now the Qatar is the first place to hug and kiss and do the business.
Yeah, he's going to see Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and United Arab Emirates.
Three of those cards, and no Israel.
No
and
Israel.
That's, they don't like each other too much.
Barry Blue is asking, because this new pope is mixed African, you had said before that a black pope was, do you consider him to be black? No. So he won't be the last pope?
No, I don't consider that. And I like him. I have to say that I do like him. I like all those popes that I knew. The one before Pope Paul, the Polish Pope, he was only for 1 or 2 months. I didn't really.
At that time,
I was not paying attention.
At that time, I had read that that Pope had wanted to sell off some of the statues and things that give it to the people, the money, and of course they wanted to get rid of him because don't you sell away our wealth.
Mm-hmm. So that was the reason that they make his life short, and it was a talk about that.
He was very short, yeah.
It was so much talk about that. That was
he was healthy.
That they helped him to.
Now, the Pope's brother has said that the Pope had watched the Conclave, the movie Conclave, just before he went into Conclave.
Mm-hmm.
Did that influence his brother had said to learn how to act if he ended up being Pope. But did that movie influence him in another way at all? He already had a good reputation, I guess. 2, 3.
It was showing how easy it is to change your votes in that conclave movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the beginning there was no actually best player, or the best player was the worst player. So it was that playing some role for him? No, like knowing that the full moon will be. You might see it, you might not see it, the moon, because like last night we had a very bad weather.
Mm-hmm.
We have rain today, whole day coming. So yeah, it's like being prepared, but expecting something, but knowing that you might not see everything.
Mm-hmm.
Giving him some security, knowing that other people will be going away, and the journey is not easy. So
now the Pope went to check out what is it called, the papal residence that Francis did not take.
So I didn't get
that. Francis went into a more common place where he used to stay or something like that. Mm-hmm. He was very, very living
grounded.
Yeah,
grounded.
But this Pope, he dressed differently in traditional
so he's more conservative.
And it just showed a picture of him walking through the doors. The cut was on the, how they cut that ribbon off, and he was walking around the official residence for the Pope. Will he move into it? Is speculation. Will he move into the one? 1, 2, 3.
but it will be refurbished. So it will look much nicer. Whatever he will choose, that they will
So
be
he will
doing some
redecorate it.
redecorations. Yeah, he will wait until he will move because he wants to be safe, well, to feel good. And he is very judgmental. He knows what he wants. So he might want as well the people to think about his that he is very noble as well. So he doesn't want to have too much.
Too much grandiose.
Yeah.
Brooke is asking, why is Biden saying he's not surprised Kamala lost the election and that he would have won had he stayed in the race?
You sure you want to talk about?
Are
Biden?
those really his thoughts, or just from some Dems are telling him what to
No,
say?
I saw that on TV. He is grumpy old man now, and I'm sorry, but 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
After the presidency is over, I don't think he's taking this easy with dignity. He wants to blame everyone but himself. It's not like the Biden that we knew. And so he is feeling bad because he thinks you didn't give me chances. He don't see that he was not capable of running anymore. And he should know that 2 years ago, before the election. And he, with dignity, if he will leave, people will love him so much more. And it will be open ring for everyone. But he was greedy. It was surprise for him, and it was tragedy, and it is still tragedy. He doesn't want to admit that it is that he is the guilty one, and he thinks he did wonderful job many times. Yeah, he did a good job in many fields, but his age was a problem.
Would he have won the election if he would have stayed in?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
No, it will be actually even worse. He will be much lower underground than he, because he was not even capable of collecting money. No, he will be more heartbroken, even maybe heart attack. He might need a doctor. It was his wife who wanted him to be successful. She had the appetite to be the first lady. And I remember after that debate, she was right away going to the crowd of people and saying, he was wonderful. Why would she feed him like a baby these fake ideas that he was wonderful? But that's, and I noticed that she is the one who is pushing the button.
Okay.
I never saw her any way being friendly with Kamala. They were never too close. Like Obama and Biden, they were very close. Jill, and now there was such coldness and like, oh my candle stopped.
Yeah, that's a really bad batch of candles, isn't it?
It is, and it's not this only
There's
one.
one more new one there. If you
Yeah,
want.
I have to put this on something because I can't.
All of them only go part way and then they die.
Yeah, I have how many? Look. So
Connie's asking, will Don Don stop Americans from getting their medications from other countries that cost less than in America?
will stop or will stop Americans from getting medication in other countries. Yeah, he will be making some temporary bridges, like, suspended bridges over the canyon. Nothing serious.
He has just come out saying that he's going to reduce the cost of pharmacy.
Yeah, and he is such a fighter for poor people.
So that's only going to be short-lived. It's just talk?
Just talk. He's not going to fight with big pharmacy. He's just forcing the big pharmacy, give me gifts so I will shut up about you. Or give you some discounts on the... Even with China, like, it's a big success, but still the prices were raised. And it's only for 3 months. So after 3 months, he wants to again to put the knife on the throat. Give me money, give me money. He's only thinking about himself.
That's all he ever does think about.
That's the only way that he is living his life, only thinking about how good he can make the future for himself.
No Dice had made a comment. I had the luck to be chosen for a reading from Violetta. Her intuition is impeccable and impressive and incredible.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Flame. Thank you. It was a pleasure chatting with you.
Lemon gelato. Did those fighter jets really fall into the ocean, or did they end up as gifts to the Saudis?
It's hard to say. It's just like tools, broken tools. You shouldn't toss them in the garbage, but sometimes you are throwing them in the dispenser box that you can take them out.
Mm-hmm.
But there is no proof.
Okay.
No proof. And I don't know if they will be pulling them out of the water or not. It's just a garbage. Oh, 3 cards.
1, 2.
Are we still there? Are we still there?
Yeah, yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mathanji. Yeah, it was drama. It was an accident, and someone was not responsible.
Nobody's responsible for anything.
Well, the devil. So there was someone who should be responsible, and money is involved in it.
Why? 1, 2, 3.
Because USA will have to sign some more contracts to bring more planes from somewhere else. And we have to follow the money. 2 planes.
2 planes going down as just an asset.
Surprise. Look outside the borders, not inside the borders, and risking everything. So someone is doing...
Here's the man who wants everything made in the USA.
Officially.
Yeah, officially.
Officially. It's just for good luck.
Rusty's asking, will the Jean-Benet Ramsey case ever be solved?
There was some clues recently, and it's almost 27 years ago, yes?
It's a long time.
Because it was the last century.
1, 2, 3.
before the internet, that was just magazines, everything with beautiful face of her. And no, like you don't see what is under the fabric. It's too much time, too little information. They were sleeping on it for so long. They did a good job, and the world was watching. But I can't say that it will be obvious. Maybe eventually the world will see it. It will never be completely sure.
Kathy McLaughlin's asking, when Don finally does go, will Vance be able to advance the agenda for Project 2025? I've got a tickle in my throat.
Heidi was saying that she can speak as well because something with her throat. I wrote her email, but I didn't have time in the morning to go through the second time through the emails.
1, 2.
Well, what was the question?
When Don finally does go,
Uh-huh.
will Vance be able to advance their agenda for Project
I
2025?
have 2.
3.
It's like a lights above the stadium. They are lighting nothing. You know, that those lights are just showing you that something is going on there, but nothing that those lights are the one that are going to the skies. You know
Mhm.
what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that he will be doing some job, but he will be looking upside down. I don't think he will be the president.
You've never seen him going into that
No,
position.
no. He will be looking upside down and he wouldn't be able to do anything. Oh, we have a nice wind,
We're supposed to have rain for the next week, so that'll be nice.
but
Now, Fox News, of course, is the jumping off point for 21 news people with Judge Jeanine Pirro as the latest one.
pierogi.
She's been invited to Don's administration as interim U.S. Attorney for Washington, D.C. She follows the withdrawal of Ed Martin Jr.'s nomination due to a lack of Senate support. Pirro is also an election denier for 2020. Will there ever be a line that she will not cross? Will she do everything that he wants her to do? Or will she stop it short of something? 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Imagine I'm seeing a farm
Mm-hmm.
and all the gates are open. So you can't control what the animals are doing. They will go wild.
So she won't be able to control him?
She will be wild.
She will be wild.
And not controlling because they are good friends from the past. The world will be observing and she will act like a fool. The card is full.
Would she have passed?
Thank you so much, Kathy McLaughlin. Thank you.
Thank you. Would she have passed Senate for being
Accepted?
Yeah, instead of being an interim? Because Trump has a way of putting everybody in as interim so they don't have to go through Senate approval.
So now she will be intern kind of for a few months.
Yeah, I think is it 3 months that they're allowed to be interim? I don't know. When? 2, 3.
She will be working with the broken heel. So bad reputation, probably like a drunk lady in the night.
So it will not help her career any.
No. But I see her working like a girl who had a very busy night and the heel was broken.
So she wouldn't have passed the Senate approval.
Well, I broke 3 pairs of shoes on my wedding.
Mm-hmm.
But I was dancing all night, drinking a little bit because I can't drink. But I had a busy night full of emotions and I wouldn't be surprised that they were lovers on some point.
Some lifetime or this
No, this
lifetime?
lifetime. Yeah, she is fascinated with him. She will be helping his security, and she will be working as much as she can to do demolition.
Boy, I hope the people in the U.S.
It's for entertainment only.
help with this. Mathanji's asking, what do you see in Kamala's future?
Old-fashioned plane that they were starting by moving the propellers, and it doesn't want to start, and it belongs to history because they don't use those planes anymore. I don't know if they have those planes with propellers. They have the propeller in the store for sale, but it's, and I'm not selling over internet, so don't even think about that to send me order for it. But it is that she will be stuck.
She won't be running in 2028?
She landed on the little spot on the airport, and she will be stuck there. I don't think she will have too many supporters. To be honest, she was not active enough to me.
Active as vice president, because they're just usually the backup. They don't usually have a big
but
role.
She could play some role as a vice president.
If Biden would have stepped down sooner, would it have increased her chances of becoming president?
Regardless.
1, 2,
absolutely.
3.
It is like to have time to replace the wagon wheel, and you can move forward. This wagon wheel was broken. The wheel was broken. She couldn't move the wagon.
Oh, so close to election.
Too close for American election. Not for Canadian. We don't need that much time.
No, we only have 60 days or something like that.
Yeah, and
not years and years and years and years and years.
Because wasting money and nerves.
Don has been, ever since he lost that 2020 election, he's been
all the time.
It's been continuous.
But even that before, from 16 to 18, 2 years.
He's just always campaigning.
Yeah. So he is. She will pay. She will stay with the family, fulfilling her other dreams. Maybe but what she will receive. So maybe something related to justice. She's still a very young woman, but she will try to start the proposal. I can see that move. And maybe she will be lucky to start, but it's old-fashioned, and people would like to have something more reliable, more faster, moving forward, and more aggressive.
Now, what about Tim Walz? He's out campaigning.
I like him.
What is his future?
I can see him all the time on news.
So what is his future? Tim Walz. 1, 2, 3.
He will be popular as Tim Horton. Everyone will be talking about him because with the coffee, symbol of coffee, symbol of Tim Horton. I think he will be very likable, and I like his way of communicating with people, and he is a very good governor. He has the good experience, and he is saying that as a governor, he was able to move the standard of education in his area, that the kids are getting food. He is a good fighter and good provider. Yesterday I saw him on TV, and I'm always making some comments, and I said, I think it will be a pleasure to have him as a president. And he was.
You think he will eventually be going?
That's what I said. And I see him as Tim Horton, so he will be working on the eggshells, on broken heart. but he will have a lot of dreams and goals. I can't promise that he will be the one, but he will be focused on what he wants to
Now,
achieve.
if you could project into 2028, will the next president be female or male, and which party? Tough one.
Will be super division between those parties.
Mhm.
So I don't think Republicans will have any chances.
Good.
And
1, 2, 3.
the new hill will be flat, more boring, not the mountains.
We like boring. Under Biden, it was
Ah.
boring because things are the same as Obama.
Yeah.
Things are steady.
And it will be more stable, flat, equal, and green. So that will be maybe Democratic Party, maybe there will be a new party.
Mhm.
People will be, they will be looking after the health, angel of love, energetic male. Okay. And I said, I think now I saw someone with baseball.
Mhm.
Someone aggressive, someone active. He doesn't have to play baseball, but that's what I saw. Someone who can throw, and people are crazy about the baseball in USA, so crowds will be on his, and he will be worried about things. So maybe he will be worried about finances because the finances will be in trouble.
It seems to me, I mean, I'm just an observer, but it seems to me that the Republicans always increase the debt and take things down, and it's always the Democrats who come in and try to stabilize things.
But they are making for Republicans people, they think Democrats always are spending money. They see different, even about liberals in Canada.
Well, it's interesting because there's a party that started up. Our premier is afraid of, no, she's not. She's really part of them. Do you remember how the Conservative Party divided up and our premier went to Wild Rose, which was the more extreme?
Mrs. Smith.
She went to the more extreme, which is Wild Rose Party. And in order for the Conservatives to get back in power, because the NDP won, that New Democratic Party won that election, they joined together to come back as United Conservative Party, which it is now. Now there's division again of the United Conservative Party and a new group called the Republican Party of Alberta.
Oh, that's a good name for Alberta.
So again, she's going back to that far right, trying to satisfy everything. Oh, I look forward to her leaving. She's destroying so many things.
Again, walking with the
every weekend.
Just one you couldn't because you were doing working 2 weeks. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I was at a convention, and the other one was election time, so I wasn't supposed to be on the protest line.
Since winter, doesn't matter how cold she
since February, beginning of February,
going with her elbows.
Well, it's not until we actively do something, and we're finding that, as Rachel Maddow said, even if a protest is small and you have the signage, people are slowing down and reading the signage. And that's what we're finding. Even with the light being green, they're all slowing down and they're reading the signs, honking the horns. And so we're educating those who are just watching Fox News here, because Fox News is the big...
I was honking until eventually...
Yeah, you were at the wrong corner from me, but I knew.
Eventually she looked and she didn't see me.
But it's an interesting time, and it's for us to get out and educate. And Diane's tarot had something, and it's about the golden mean, how you tip things up to the 25%, educate, talk about things. And it's in that education part and that acting part, which is out doing protests or doing something constructive, that we change the trajectory, and it starts to become more commonplace. So Violetta's going to get out Saturday's comments. Mm-hmm. And it's from there that the draw for the half-an-hour complimentary reading paid for by Janet and Tom Berg, BERG.
I talked yesterday with Janet. I said, well, you are like adopted mother to my channel. So I thank you, Brooke, and Janet for being such a good adopted moms.
And Heidi?
Oh, no, I didn't. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
because she's younger than us? I'm not that much. I'm only a year older than you.
No, I forgot about Heidi. I'm sorry. I have to thank her as well. Thank you, Heidi, and thank you, Samantha, for working hard today. I hope you enjoy it a little bit. Your mom enjoyed it. She is greeting everyone, and she's such a good.
And there's a comment here about Fox News is not a news channel. It is an entertainment channel, and it's a right-wing entertainment channel. It's always been
But they call
a
themselves.
Republican.
So the video reached 9,390. Every moment they are cutting shorter and shorter amount of people that can see this.
Well, even what you get on your screen and what it says, and then it starts out, and then they taper it off so that it's not really showing.
Yeah, so that they have the power not to show.
Yeah.
Okay, 310 comments, and thank you, Brooke, for your timestamps. Thank you so much. And I'm moving my finger, and Cheryl will be kind eventually to tell me stop and move back or whatever, and I will.
As long as you don't go up it. Stop.
Happy Mother's Day, Violetta. Sending prayers.
Cindy McGrane, GRMCGRANE. Cindy, please contact Violetta
599
at psychicvioletta@outlook.com. And with your contact information, particularly your phone number. Violetta tries to get these readings done as quickly as possible. So she'd like to be able to read you perhaps this week.
Yeah. And I can do bookings over Skype. Well, old Skype, but Microsoft Team and over WhatsApp. So we have options. The WhatsApp I have on the phone, I have to make sure that I can connect on this big Skype on the screen. Okay. And kids were yesterday, they were so wonderful. They surprised me because first Roman said that we have to visit them. And then when I asked what time you want us to come, and he said, I don't know yet. What a rude kid. And then he said, we will be at your place at 2:00. Oh, okay. So
you had a good day.
It was nice Mother's Day that they surprised me with gifts and so on.
And I go to a long-term care facility and help out with the church service every Sunday. And the women, mostly women, who stay after, there's sometimes between 20 or more even who stay after church. It's their social time. And I bake every Sunday morning. I bake for these ladies, including the gluten-free ones, and share food with them. And last week, of course, they missed me. So nobody stayed after, of course.
They left.
They don't stay if I'm not there. And then they tell me, it's not really about the baking, Cheryl, but we love that. You should start your own restaurant.
Yeah, she is such a good baker. I'm glad I don't live with you because I will be. I am like that, but I will be even more. So take care of yourself. See you Wednesday on 11 Mountain Time, and please share with us the questions, ask questions, and not private ones, but about politics.
And on Thursday of this week, it was canceled before, but Thursday of this week, you have the interview with
look at Heidi's thinking like her mother. She is so mother's daughter.
That Life Between Life and Near-Death Experiences. You're on that channel. Thursday night, you're going to be interviewed.
Yeah, I don't know when that when it will be posted, but I will be keeping you posted.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first time I screw up, so this time I hope I don't.
She was offered the time, and then she forgot to send an email back accepting the time.
Well, I had it ready, but I didn't. There was a draft, kind of.
So anyways, we'll see you again on Wednesday.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And I have to check if she didn't send anything because
Oh, we do have some prayers. Sorry.
oh,
I'm sorry. Linda, SR19. Please include my son Joshua in your prayers. He has been dealing with problems at work. I'm worried he might become depressed again and resort to self-destructive behaviors. He's a very loving and sensitive man. He's been having terrible nightmares.
it is scary to worry about kids. And kids are boys are more fragile than girls.
Boys don't generally have the network of support that women do, or girls have.
We can talk. We can complain, we can talk, we can share the
And women
information.
talk in circles. We discuss everything as if we've solved all the problems of the world. Nothing really has
Not
changed too much.
really.
But we talk it out over and over and over again, where men seem to keep it to themselves. It's not macho to be talking about it, I guess. I don't know.
I was listening to someone and some scientist, and he said out of 5 boys, after 5 people who will commit suicide, it's 4 men, young men under 40. So they are very fragile, and they are very, and it was before mine is under 30, now is under 40, because they don't know how to.
But there is help out there to
express.
Because I
themselves.
mean, even Lashik went in Langley for mental health support.
Yeah.
Before he passed. Fran 1066, can you keep my friend in your prayers as she has a very selfish husband who can be very rude to neighbors who offer help. He's been ill for a few years, but that shouldn't give him the right to be abusive.
Oh yeah, they sometimes
Yeah, but sometimes you have to go outside to an agency to find mental health support.
You have to ask your
No one deserves to be
doctor to
abused.
help you with that problem.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to deal with some people. My mom was so abused all her life and he was sick, so she was feeling sorry for him, but he was very, very abusive, my stepfather.
But she also kept in that victim mentality. We can leave abuse. It takes a lot. But there is a good world out there.
She didn't know how to stand up for herself.
Well,
she was always expecting us to stand up for her, but she didn't knew how to stand up for herself. And because she didn't know how to, as kids, we were victims as well.
But that's why I do the It's Not Right program in Canada, which is about elder abuse. I give presentations and training on it.
Yeah,
but become aware of it.
Sometimes the victim is...
But the victim has to want to accept the help.
Accept the help.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes hard to know who is the victim, who is abuser.
And one of the big things we know is that if you know of an abusive relationship, keep the friendship going. Don't try to solve it yourself. Try to get help
from outside.
To give information of where they could go for help. But we still need that person coming into the home to make sure that it hasn't escalated. So don't ever become confrontational and take it on yourself. Look for the professionals to take care of it.
It's very hard to help someone who is in that abusive relationship.
And especially if they're denying the help, they don't want it.
Yeah. So take care of each other, take care of yourself, love yourself first, and then you can be loved by others.
Yeah, and take care of yourself first.
Yeah. I'm going to...
Do you hear yourself?
I do. Thank you so much for watching us, and see you next time.
Thank you very much. And I do take screenshots of the pictures.
Thank you.
Or of the comments. Thank you.